simple fact is plainly obvious to see. We're gonna kick your collective posterior. Of course you realize we're speaking figuratively. Our stats are thoroughly impressive. Our coach really has the Midas touch. Our players are fast and strong and brave.
Hello and welcome to White Men Can't Pod. Don't do it. A podcast about sports movies. I'm your host Ryan. I'm here with one of my best friends, Mr. Bill Cashin. Howdy. I'm here with a man who's 38 minutes late to my birthday party. This is the 5th time I've said it, I think. 33 more times to go. It's Mr. Wally Floyd.
Shit.
Something like that.
When was your birthday?
We'll count how many. Oh, what a good friend he is. When was your birthday? He asked.
Hey, it's on my calendar. If I wanted to look it up, I would.
You and my dad have the same opinion about my. They don't know when my birthday is. My dad's like, hey, look up a number in my little book of numbers, and the first page is Ryan birthday ? Birth month ? 22, 23 ? Like, really, Dad? What the fuck?
That's funny.
Now, if you made fun of me for it every single time since your birthday, we're up to number 7. Just saying, we're up to number 7.
31 to go.
Okay.
All right, we're here. Bill's movie is Waterboy. A Waterboy for a college team discovers he has a unique tackling ability and becomes a member of the team. How'd you first see Waterboy?
I forgot you asked this question.
It's a new question.
There's like 2 questions in here. Quote Mountain and how much you score it and how'd you see it?
Which is more than 2. Was this a theater movie?
I think I saw this in the theater.
I think I probably would have seen this in the theater.
I think I did too.
Because, as we'll get into the box office game here in a minute, this, I believe, was peak Adam Sandler.
Yes.
So his career, he actually, before SNL, he was doing stuff. Ryan, if you'll remember a great movie called Going Overboard.
The worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
How did you acquire this?
I think it was given to me by Aaron.
You had
as
a
part of,
very
like, a birthday gift or something.
Like, you obviously have a very unique set of movies in your life.
Yes, that's true.
Like, what are they?
Blue Streak.
Friday.
Friday's an excellent movie. That was
Blue
a high school
Streak.
thing.
That's a good one.
It's a TBS movie.
Dirty Dancing.
I mean, it's not really there, but I did watch it a bunch in high school when Teresa took over.
You were forced to watch it.
Grandma's Boy. I would say Grandma's Boy.
I did watch it every day for a month in college.
Varsity Blues is another one.
Varsity Blues. And my high school Fridays was either Varsity Blues or Friday, unless Teresa took over. Maybe just watch Dirty Dancing.
Right. Major League 2.
Major League 2, of course.
Remember, did you have that movie Multiplicity? I remember watching that at your house.
No, it was like on a birthday or something, but it wasn't a rotational movie.
Watching
I think
that.
we just watched it like 3 times in one night because we were delirious with not sleeping.
And I also don't remember a single thing about it except for Michael Keaton was in it. Is
I don't
that
even think it was him. Maybe it was him.
I don't know. Where was I going with that? Oh, we saw it in the theater.
Yes. So
I think we did.
So he was on SNL from 1990 to 95. Left that, immediately put out Billy Madison, followed by Happy Gilmore.
2 bangers.
Bangers back to
Crushed
back.
it. Yep.
Same year as Happy Gilmore, he also put out Bulletproof, which I've never seen, but I've heard is fine. It's like a...
Yeah. It's okay.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Then,
heard of that one.
In 97, he was doing some music and stuff. 98, he put out The Wedding Singer, and he was in, although not in a large role, Dirty Work.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty Work?
Yes, which is a Norm Macdonald vehicle.
Norm.
He was uncredited as Satan.
Oh, nice.
So he went Wedding Singer, another kind of big movie. Same year as Wedding Singer, The Waterboy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still riding high.
That is a Eddie Murphy like run.
Yes.
The Eddie Murphy 80s is insane.
Yes.
We talked about it. Did we talk about it on the show?
I don't think so.
I talked about it with somebody recently. Look up Eddie Murphy's first 12 movies that he did.
It's ridiculous.
It's insane. He's in Trading Places. He's in 48 Hours. He's in
Beverly
Hills Cop 1
Coming to America.
and 2 and
Coming
3?
to America.
Oh, yeah.
That's 5 massive movies.
I don't know that I've ever actually seen any of these movies.
He did the special Raw,
Mm.
his stand-up special.
I've
which is
seen
insane.
that. That was he wearing red for that one?
Yeah,
No.
I think
Yes.
that's the.
Oh, I
red
thought that
one.
was the purple one.
There is an all purple one as well. I forget
I've
which
seen
one's
those
which.
2. I don't know that I've seen any of those movies you just named, though.
You've never seen Coming to America?
Parts of it, but never the whole thing. Same with Beverly Hills Cop.
Me either, actually. Like,
What? Those movies are
No.
awesome.
I'm sure they're great. Never
Raw was the purple one.
Okay.
What was first then?
Let me see if
Maybe
I can.
Raw was first.
Eddie Murphy, red suit.
I remember seeing them both, but the red one is the one that stands out more.
He's got some great shit.
From Delirious.
Yes.
Delirious, yes.
Delirious. That's what I was thinking of.
Mhm.
All right.
But for me, I don't think I definitely wouldn't have seen this in the theaters. I don't think because I would have been
98.
10 years old and no way my mom would have brought me to that. So
But I guess
probably
98,
some kind of DVD.
we
No,
would have still been in middle
VHS.
school, right?
we were. When did it come? What?
98.
Like the summer?
I think summer, yeah.
Like we were between
So I don't think I would have seen
8th
this
grade
in the theaters now.
and 9th grade?
I think this would have been a DVD after, because I don't feel like I would have been to the theaters to see this, but maybe I would have.
It came out late 98.
So maybe we saw it.
So that would have been between 7th and 8th grade.
Maybe not then.
So I don't know, yeah.
All right, here's Eddie Murphy's run here. 48 Hours was fucking awesome. Trading
Never
Places.
Never saw it.
That's 82 and 83. 84, Beverly Hills Cop.
Mm-hmm.
Also in there, he did SNL.
Yep.
What did I say? Beverly Hills Cop was 84. 85, he did his song Party All the Time. I just want to party all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Party all the time. Then the year after that, he did The Golden Child,
Don't know that at all.
Nope.
which is pretty good. And then he did Beverly Hills Cop 2. Then he did Coming to America in 88.
Yeah.
Nuts. And then he did Harlem Nights in 89.
Don't know any of these.
Don't know
And then
that
a
one.
sequel to 48 Hours, another 48 Hours. So he did 2 awesome movies and then 2 sequels within the decade,
Yeah.
which is crazy. All right, Waterboy.
Waterboy.
Bill, we
So-
give the reins to you.
With that this is peak Adam Sandler time, and with while he's cheating already, we'll start with a budget. What do you think this film was budgeted for?
Well, it's got big people in this
It's got
movie,
Fonz.
like
It's got Kathy Bates.
It's got
Boy Meets
Lawrence
World.
Taylor.
Sean's dad guy
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
is in this movie.
Chet Hunter. Yep.
Chet Hunter.
It's got all his normal friends are in here.
You got LT. You had Dan Marino. No, not Dan Marino.
Lee Corso and his announcing buddy.
You had Cower and Jimmy Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched Bad Boys 2, and that had Dan Marino as well. So that's what
So did Ace Ventura.
This movie has Jerry Reed in it,
Jerry Reed was that.
the bad coach, I believe.
Yeah.
This movie has Kathy Bates in it.
Yep.
Yes, that's the big one. And Vicky Valancourt is somebody too.
She was.
She was in
She was in The Craft. Yeah.
Is that
And
what it was?
a couple of other things. But
Yeah.
The Craft was her big one.
She was The Craft. Like.
One of the other things about this movie is Clint Howard. I remember him. Did we talk about him in our last podcast? I can't remember. Like our
We have
Nation of
talked about
Conversation.
Yes.
How he won the Lifetime Achievement
Yes.
Award as a joke at
Oh.
the
He
took it
MTV Movie
seriously.
Awards
Yep.
for doing stupid shit like this in movies, and he actually took it seriously. This is one of those movies
Yep.
Yes.
where he's just an idiot in the crowd.
So this other, but so
Is he the one who keeps saying?
Like nonsensical phrases. Yeah.
Okay. He's Joe Montana. I said don't.
He's
Joe
Joe
Montana.
Montana.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she is Fairuza Balk, which I'm sure I did not say correctly. The Craft, American History X, and Almost Famous.
Oh, she was. I forgot about American History X.
Yeah,
Yeah. She plays a bad person pretty good.
she does.
She hasn't done much recently.
No, I think she's retired. I
So,
would say like
budget.
I'll say 30 million.
Okay. Ryan?
I'm thinking. 19 million.
Ryan, you win.
Damn.
Budget of $23 million.
All right.
Now, does Adam Sandler have what it takes to make that investment worthwhile? What was the box office And just because there was a little bit of a discrepancy, I have the Wikipedia number here as opposed to Wally looking this up on IMDb to cheat.
I did not look it up.
I only say that because it's a little bit higher, so...
Bill was in the bathroom earlier, and Wally said, this is the highest grossing movie.
Sports movie.
Sports
comedy.
comedy of all time.
Yeah.
Because
So
that's
what
what
does
the
that equal?
trivia thing
That's a
said
clue.
on the
That's
trivia.
a clue, baby.
It is a clue.
That's a clue. Blah, blah. Who has to go first? Or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter.
I'm going to say 80 million.
80 million, okay.
All he knows the answer, so go ahead.
I'm going to say 115 million.
Well, Wally wins, shockingly. But you're both pretty under here.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty under, so 150.
Any other guess, Ryan?
That's what I was going to say. God damn it.
The higher of the two numbers that I was looking up is $190.2 million.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That
He
is.
made a lot of money in this movie.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so we'll jump in.
That's like 8 or
How
9
they
times.
never made a Waterboy 2 then if
Well,
this
now
made that much?
That'll be next after...
Oh, dear God.
You would
Happy Gilmore
assume
too.
that Hollywood, and it's not a great, like, it's fine. But it's not like, oh my God, we can't tarnish the legacy of Waterboy. Just make 19 more Waterboys if that's the case.
Yeah. Well,
Don't
we'll see. When
give
Happy
them
Gilmore,
ideas, Ryan. Don't give them ideas.
Happy Gilmore 2 becomes so big, I'm sure they will.
Uh,
All right, so we meet Bobby Boucher. This is somebody else's thought, but it wraps it up nicely. A socially inept, stuttering simpleton in the bayou of Louisiana.
Sure.
He becomes a water boy for the University of Louisiana Cougars, where even though he's got a pretty sick setup, looks like very good water.
He has, like, Bunsen burners and pH balances and all.
three different giant tanks of different types of water
Distilled and
Ra-
polar or something.
and rainwater, I think.
Players torment him. He is not well liked. Even the head coach, Red,
Bill, you?
yeah, sure, Jerry Reed, hates him. And so he eventually fires him for disrupting the practices, which he gets interrupted by getting beat up, basically.
Hey, Waterboy, you're fired.
Yeah, so he goes home sad. And by goes home, I mean he gets on a riding mower and rides the mower back to wherever
That's
in the
kind of
backwoods
funny.
of
I like the
Louisiana
riding
he is,
mower thing.
Yeah.
where we find out he lives with his overbearing, domineering mother, Kathy Bates.
Who's in, like, that horror movie where she's, like, an overbearing mother, right?
Yeah, Stephen King. I read the book recently.
Misery?
That's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
She's not an overbearing mother
She's
in
not
that.
a mother, but she is overbearing.
She is overbearing, yes. She's a psychotic fan who...
Psychotic fan. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Same
Great movie.
kind-
Great movie. Kathy
Okay,
Bates,
yeah.
fantastic.
This is where we first learn the name Vicky Valancourt, and then we get the first example of little girls are the devil, which Kathy Bates will say everything in this movie is the devil.
Very funny.
This is also where we get the preview of Captain Insano.
Captain Insano.
Does
We
he call
finally closed the loop here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the wrestler, as played by the big slow Paul White.
Big slow.
Well, it's the big slow.
Is this where he calls in right now, right? This isn't later in the movie?
It's right away.
Yeah.
He calls in to say, like, oh, you're great, and I want to be your water boy.
That's you. You're sweating profusely.
And he's like, oh, well, that's cool. What are you, 11, 12? And he's like, I am 31 years old. And him and who is interviewing him
His fake mean Gene.
Oh, okay.
just laugh at Captain Insano.
Very funny.
What a loser.
evil laugh.
So then we see him approach Harvey Winkler.
Harry.
Henry
Henry Winkler?
Henry Winkler.
Harvey Winkler.
Jesus.
Coach Fonz of the
Coach
South
Fonz.
Central Louisiana State University Mud Dogs.
Coach Fonz.
Says, I want to be your water boy. And he's like, I can't pay you. But then he sees an absolutely disgusting thing of water. He's like, that's what you serve to your players, which, no.
I will work for free.
But he's like, I'll do it for free. He's like, okay. We learned that he's been at SCLSU for years, but is not very good. He's kind of a psycho. But he says, yeah, you can come here.
He's mentally unstable. He's been bullied.
Yes. We learned that he shows up for the first practice and he's boiling water, and team still hates him, even though they were drinking sewer sludge before.
Yeah.
They hate him for bringing in fresh water, except for the kicker. Immediately, he's got a weird buddy.
Why are you mean to these service workers? Stop being so mean to them.
But the kicker likes him and says, like, ain't mamas all the same? And they immediately bond.
Mm-hmm.
So I love this mamas.
Quarterback Dante. I don't. He probably has a different name, but he's Dante from
Dante. He's got that gorilla shit weed.
Yeah.
Into a
He's
snake.
especially mean.
So mean.
And he like throws passes to knock him over. And then the linebacker, who is also in all of his movies with the crooked eyes.
The guy from Grandma's Boy who forgot to pay the rent when he gets kicked out by Kevin Nash.
Yeah. So Coach says, like, you need to stick up for yourself or you're going to end up like me, basically. Now, in this scene, the linebacker comes over and spits in his water, and the whole team cracks up. I cannot imagine laughing at someone spitting in the water that I am supposed to be drinking.
So gross.
This is disgusting. But everyone loves it. And this is where his hidden anger bubbles up. He's been teased too long. His mom has sheltered him too long. And he explodes. And he absolutely murders the quarterback. Oh, no. Does he go after the quarterback here or the linebacker first?
Well,
I think the linebackers first.
But he absolutely blasts him. Coach Fonz immediately is like, "This is great. You need to play football for me." Which of course he's like, "I don't think
my
I
mama,
can do that."
my mama said.
Give me your best Adam Sandler impression. Doesn't even have to be this voice. Can you do it?
Chalamet.
Yeah, that's it.
Timothy Chalamet.
So Coach is going to go with him home so he can recruit and talk to Mom, even though, again, he's 31 years old. But I'm going to go home and talk to Mom. So this is where we get maybe my favorite Kathy Bates line of the movie, where he says, "Oh, what part of the snake is this?" She's like, "Basically, a snake don't have parts."
A snake.
But if I were to say it, it would be his knee.
The knee, okay. We get the backstory here of why he's a water boy, because his father joined the Peace Corps and died of dehydration in the Sahara Desert.
No,
Such a fantastic backstory.
It's so stupid.
I don't want to be thirsty no more.
It could never be true. It's so stupid.
He got the dehydration.
Died of dehydration.
He got the dehydration, Coach.
And then his mother named Helen, also known as Kathy Bates.
Which he doesn't know his own mom's name until the end.
Mama Boucher.
Yeah.
Who's Helen, Mama? That's me.
So she doesn't want him to play football because it is the devil and forbids him to play.
No son of mine is going to play any foosball.
Like, sorry, Coach
Foosball.
Brown,
I've been
can't do
saying
it.
that for 20 years.
Foosball we have. been
Foosball
saying.
for sure, yeah.
I'm not sure why until I remembered this movie.
Yep. So Coach Fonz on the way out is like, "Hey, listen, I have a tattoo of Roy Orbison on my butt."
So this made me laugh a lot more than it should have. Like, I was like, oh my God, I like this joke coming from Fonz. This is the first time he's like weird and creepy in a movie, I think.
He's like, "Yeah, so you don't have to listen. What Mama don't know can't hurt her." So then Bobby's like, "Yeah, I'll be," because he also says you can be a student, which that seems to interest him as well, getting to go learn. So he's like, "All right, I'll do it, but don't tell Mama." He shows up for practice. Everyone's not everyone. Everybody hates him except the coach is very happy, and he has no aggression. He basically goes out and hugs a player. So coach says, "You got to focus your anger. You got to visualize." And he immediately starts just killing dudes. Jacked up style.
You get the poke in the eye. Well, that's what Captain Insano does.
I love the inclusion of pro wrestling in this movie. It's great because there's another part where he like power bombs a dude.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Power bomb. Love it.
Courtesy of Captain Insano.
So we get jacked up hits.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I do a decent Bobby Boucher sometimes.
This is an era before concussions. Maybe that's why there's no Waterboy 2.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Concussions didn't exist according to the NFL
They did not,
before.
They still don't exist.
Kind of.
We then get a
1
scene
week
in
off. 1 week
class
off.
where he
2 is
shows-
fine. His fingers just bend like that. They're supposed to just bend like that.
We go to class now where he's in some sort of seems to be large level biology class or something. And we're talking about why alligators are angry. He says, I know this. Mama said because they got all those teeth but no dentist. And the whole class laughs, but he's being serious. So Professor Sanders
Colonel Sanders.
is like, it's because of the medulla oblongata,
That's another one. Medulla oblongata.
which then they argue,
Yes.
and he says, Mama's wrong, which don't say that to this man.
Mm.
And he absolutely destroys Professor Sanders, tackles him in class.
I forgot how many times this guy gets injured too.
Yes.
Like I forgot about this trope. Like,
Yes.
oh my god!
There's
I
one of
forgot.
them
He
coming
keeps-
up that I love so
he
much.
keeps getting hit.
Yes. So then we go to the next game, and finally he's going to be taking the field against another team. Sets the tone early, gets like 11 sacks in 8 plays or something crazy.
I think this is the moment where he's on SportsCenter, right?
It will be this game. Yes.
And this is the first time I think Dan Patrick shows up.
Yeah.
In,
yeah,
an Adam Sandler movie, which then he shows up in every single one since.
including movies that like just Happy Madison movies
Right.
that don't include Adam Sandler.
They either don't have him or like he's not playing a sports person in any possible way. Like he's a firefighter or a cop.
He's a cop. Yeah.
Chuck and Larry, he's a cop, isn't he?
He's a firefighter.
He's a firefighter.
He's a
Chuck
cop in House Bunny.
He's a cop and he arrests.
House Bunny.
He pulls over the house bunny
Yeah.
to start.
Isn't that Anna Faris?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I think it's a Happy Madison
It is.
thing.
It is.
Okay.
So he sets the tone early. Everybody loves him. He's killing dudes, but he gives the game away literally. He gets mad at one player for making fun of his mom. So he intercepts a pass, seeks out said guy, hands him the ball, and then chases him to the end zone. So they lose the game, and then he delivers a devastating drop kick to the dude in the end zone.
62.
Amazing.
There you are.
A clean, excellent Owen Hart style drop kick
Oh,
here.
it's just crisp.
But then
An Okada
in Okada,
Drop
yes,
kick.
indeed.
to go for a reference from our old show.
So everybody's mad at him because he literally gives the game away. But Vicky is waiting for him outside after the game, and she says, "I just got out of jail." And this is the first we meet his love from his childhood, Vicky Valancourt. And he says, like, "Come over for dinner this weekend." And she's like, "Yeah, sure. I souped up your tractor. Enjoy." And even though later they're driving side by side and they're going normal tractor speed,
Yeah.
in this case he's driving a tractor about 70 miles an hour home.
She's really good at being a mechanic. If
Yep.
you could do that,
That'd be pretty impressive.
you'd be in NASCAR or something.
So she comes to the said barbecue a couple days later where they're eating, it appears to be charred baby alligators.
Jesus Christ.
And basically,
Charred baby alligators.
She takes a full bite out of his head at the end of this scene.
spends the whole
She
dinner.
does, who's
She
like
does.
weirdly out of place.
But she's from here too, though. She just has spent some hard years in jail.
Yeah.
She basically fights with Mama the whole night about whether he's a man or not and whose man she is.
Are men supposed to wear pajamas featuring a cartoon character by the name of Deputy Dog?
Mama!
If you would please never talk again.
But she doesn't seem to be. And then she talks about how he still wets the bed at 31.
Oh, yeah.
And even that Vicky Valancourt's a little
Whoa.
grossed out by, but not a lot grossed out by.
She's
She's more angry.
committed to
Yeah.
this guy.
Yes.
She's
she's
more
angry.
angry at Mama for trying to split them up. She's like, fuck you. I'm going to stay with him anyways.
Yes. He kind of sides with Mama here at the end. We then cut to a couple quick scenes of Bobby becoming the dominant linebacker in all of college football very quickly. He's got, 78 sacks already or something crazy. He then wins a game with a safety where he basically, the quarterback is so afraid of him, he runs into the end zone where he gets absolutely murdered as Bobby is calling him Mom and telling Mama that he's mad at her. You told me I couldn't see Vicky Valancourt. And the quarterback's like, I didn't say anything.
Please don't hurt me.
This is very Michael Jordan. And I took this personal. Like, PJ Armstrong walked by me funny. And I took that personal, so I destroyed him in the series. Okay, Michael, you need to calm the fuck down. You're retired now.
So he gets invited to a party, which is real goofy, just in and of that. But Coach is there. The professor is there.
Yeah, why are adults
The
there?
town folk are there.
Why are the adults there?
The professor, yeah.
Vicky Valancourt's there.
She doesn't go to the school.
Yeah, but neither do most of these people, it seems. We then go on a Mud Dogs winning streak montage.
Gotta have one of those.
Sing it, Wally.
We got a montage. That's what you're supposed to do.
You're supposed to sing your montage song. You sing it every we talk about montage.
Not once have I sung a montage song.
Every time. We then get an LT appearance.
Do you mean it's a montage?
See? Sing it
Okay.
every time.
All right.
Lawrence Taylor has a camp, it appears.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how he likes to kill dudes. Then he says, Bobby, what do you do? And Bobby says, like, I tackle the quarterback unless he hands the ball off. And then I tackle whoever has the ball.
That brings me to my next point. Don't do crack.
Yep. Good old LT. Dare. We get into scene with Vicky Valancourt where he wants to hang out with her again. And Who Got the Hooch starts playing, which is notable because that song forever reminds me of Bob Humbug.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does what's the backstory on that?
One of the early nights of bonding in college, he was playing that song on loop.
Sounds like Bob.
And we were arguing over who sang it because I believe the actual song is by Everything, I think is the name of the band.
Wow.
But on his computer with Blubster or whatever,
Bobster.
it was listed as Everclear.
Oh, it's definitely
And I was
not.
like, it's not Everclear. And he's like, no, it is. It says it right here. I'm like, that's wrong. And so he dug in. I was like, well, that's what it says, so that's got to be correct, knowing that it was not. But I was drunk, so I argued with him a lot about it.
Sounds like Bob.
And
He
then
just
there was
argues-
like,
he likes to argue.
yeah. And there was probably a half dozen other songs in his computer that were also listed under Everclear. And he defended all of those as well, just because he knew that it was bothering me.
God. Oh my God. That would drive me nuts.
So that's how we bonded, by annoying each other drunkenly.
It's a relationship that continues to this day.
It does. So they go back. Mama goes to bed, and Vicky leans in, gives him his first kiss ever, and then shows off her breasts to him.
Is boobs a swear word? Did you just
Apparently, boobs is
Yeah,
a swear
is
word
boobs
for
a swear word
for you? Clean.
Bill.
And he's impressed, but then basically kicks her out, as you do.
He's nervous. He's never done this before.
So she's like, weirded out and leaves. We go back to football, and this is where it's getting close to the end of the year, so we got to keep amping up the visualization. And we get a whole chorus of Coach Fonz singing Water Sucks.
Water sucks.
Love this.
It really, really sucks.
It takes some of those elements from Big Green that I love, where
Mhm.
it's like the goalie is seeing
Oh,
the
those are
Terminators and the
Yeah.
Knights and all that, and this is kind of flipping it
Yeah.
a little bit.
So he gets mad.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade.
H2O.
The whole team starts chanting "Water sucks" at him. So he blocks a field goal and returns he blocks a field goal by straight up catching it, pulling it out of the air, and then returning it for a touchdown.
Why have they not used him on offense?
They haven't needed him yet.
Needed him. They've needed him this whole time. Their offense sucks.
Well, this particular win invites him to a trip at the annual Bourbon Bowl to face the Cougars and Coach Blow.
Coach Jerry Reed.
Bolu? I missed it.
Yeah.
Where is it?
So no, this is the undefeated. It seems like they've won championships. I don't know if it's conference or national. They are undefeated, and they're going to play this 6-win team in a bowl, which doesn't really make sense.
I don't. Yeah, I guess.
Is it like their conference championship?
I don't know.
It's got to be their conference.
But we
Who
do
knows?
get a fun another Dan Patrick scene here, where it's like inspired by Bobby Boucher and decimated by injury.
Oh, yeah.
Michigan tries out their towel boy
and he gets annihilated.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was good.
He gets this young child gets annihilated,
That was good.
which, as we discussed last week, kids getting beat by adults in sports is always very fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we go to a pep rally for the big game coming up, and Coach Reed shows up with his whole team. First says, "Oh, hey, here you go, police, arrest her," and gets Vicky arrested. And then reveals that Bobby never finished high school, so he is ineligible for college and for football, which he is devastated by because he didn't say that he had gone to high school. But
Yeah,
somebody did.
Thought he could play.
Yeah. So he's out, and this is also the scene we get the obligatory Rob Schneider appearance.
Mm-hmm.
I think he plays a stapler in this movie.
Rob Schneider, he's a stapler.
Is it weird that this is like one of his best roles? And you can do it.
Yeah.
You can
Cut
do
his
it.
fucking head off.
Oh, night long. Like that's all he says the whole time, and
Yep.
it's like his best thing he's ever done. Maybe Home Alone 2 is better.
I was going to say Home Alone 2 he's pretty good in when he's looking for a tip.
Oh my God, I forgot that was Rob Schneider.
So now we get a scene with Coach Fonz basically admitting, I'm the one who like lied to get you on the team. It's my fault. I'm a coward. We get his backstory. He used to work with the other coach. They were assistants together. He created all the plays while the other guy ran the practices. But then Coach Reed comes in and bullies him, basically cucks him and says, like, I'm going to take your playbook and
This
your
is
job.
my playbook.
And he
Otherwise,
does
it's
not,
going to get awful physical in here.
and he just backs down right away. But this is also, in my opinion, the funniest scene of the movie. Now, when I watched it,
Okay.
I wasn't entirely sober. It's a little gigglier than normal, perhaps.
Okay.
Case the gigs.
But Coach Fonz gets mad and throws a baseball out the window
Okay.
in anger. It happens to hit the
it
Coach
hits-
Sanders walking by.
It's Colonel Sanders.
It hits him in the head, and he exclaims, "No!" in such a way that it made me laugh and rewind it 2 times to rewatch just the noise that he made.
It's like Marv when he gets to the top. He makes that noise. Here he has reached the top.
He just goes, "Yeah!" and falls over, and it made me laugh so hard. At
As
roughly 1 a.m., I laughed so hard at this.
I think maybe with this similar situation, I remember watching Robin Hood Men in Tights and rewinding the la 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 la, la part 100 times. Yeah. And now, like, just that part, where he lost.
Oh,
his
right,
tongue.
right, yeah.
He lost
the dirty
his tongue.
accent.
La 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 la. We rewound that 100 times, and then recently I rewatched that movie because it's great. And I watched that part, and I'm like, why were we laughing at this so much? It's because we were probably stoned.
Well, that's what made me laugh at this one. And so I love this.
What's this? Make the noise again.
Yeah. Yeah. We then take he only goes back like 3 years and robs his own movie where he just has to pass one
Yes.
test and everything is fine.
Rips off Billy Madison.
You know, he needs to get his
2 years
GED.
later.
Mama hates foosball and the fact that he's going to school. So we get a big blow up.
Mm-hmm.
But Bobby finally grows a set, says, I like school. I like football. They make me happy.
Everything's
I also
a
like
devil
Vicky
to you,
Valancourt.
Mama.
I like her too. And he storms out, and then he comes back in and says, and Vicky Valancourt showed me her boobies, and I like those too.
So funny. And I like those two.
So he goes in. We get a quick scene where the first question, he does know the answer because Mama has also told him that it's the devil or some such thing.
I like how he gets over this, though. He just, like, laughs and is like, that's not right.
And then he gets a 97. He actually crushes his GED.
I do like Vicky holding up the sign saying, "You want me to kill them?" He's like, "No,
Yeah.
that's okay."
No, thank you.
Do you want me to kill them?
She waits for him outside, though, and they're very happy. But as we're celebrating, the police show up, and she immediately goes, I was with you from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Very funny.
But instead, he's there to say, Mama's sick. We got to go right now. So he's in the hospital. He says, like, I can't play. I got to stay with Mama. We find out, though, pretty quickly that she's faking.
Oh, yeah.
And they even say they can't figure out what's wrong with her because nothing's wrong with her. She just doesn't want him to play.
This is incredibly fucked up.
It's very bad.
This woman starts out as sort of funny. Like, oh, she's just a weird delusional lady, too.
Mm-hmm.
You're incredibly fucked up.
Yeah.
She does have some personal growth, though.
Not yet.
She changes it around.
She's about to.
Eventually.
But while he's in there, Vicky goes around town and rallies everyone to come support him, to apologize for not supporting him earlier. And Mama overhears this. But he also says, well, Mama can't hear any of this because she's asleep because I broke her heart, so no football for me.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody goes home. When he wakes up the next day, though, Mama is awake and says, like, hey, sorry, I kind of lied you to that whole time.
Sorry, fake coma.
Yeah. I'm fine. I just was sad. And she gives the actual story. Turns out Dad didn't die
Nope.
in the Sahara Desert,
From
which
dehydration.
has shaped this guy's entire life.
Wouldn't this rock him to the core?
Ciao, Roberto.
It has nothing to do. The water thing has nothing to do with his life.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He should have taken his wallet and just bought stuff.
Well, there's probably...
Is there money? I didn't even check.
Well, the credit card, you
You'll
just
never
put
know.
it back in the wallet when you're done.
Yeah, just switch all of our subscriptions
Already
to his
been
credit
done.
card.
I know for next time.
Okay, great.
So we find out
Is
that
it
he's not dead. He
cash?
just changed his name to Roberto and left Kathy Bates for a voodoo priestess while she was pregnant with Bobby.
Say that again.
He moved to New Orleans. He found some work, and then he left her for a voodoo priestess named like Phyllis or something like that.
And changed his
Wow.
name to Roberto.
Ciao, Roberto.
It hurt her so bad that she sheltered Bobby so that he wouldn't want to leave her as well.
Yep.
Sure.
So she wanted to keep him all by herself.
I can act like a fucking psychopath. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
For 31 years of your life? Yeah.
But she decides, no, now you need to go out there, make friends, go play that football game.
Go
Well,
play
Mom,
your
it's-
foosball.
oh, it's happening as we speak, so a little late. So they load up the fan boat with those two in from somewhere, Vicky Valancourt, and they take the fan boat into the locker room, it appears.
Like they were writing this movie, right? And the like Waterboy, he hits people. He's got to be from some hick place. Where can we go? Baton Rouge. The very next thing they thought of was, wouldn't it be funny if he took this fucking skiff
Yeah.
all over the place
Yeah.
for his victory entrance? That was like the fourth thing they thought of.
He drives a tractor and also a fan boat. And that he has no
The fan boat was high on that list.
Yes. So he arrives at halftime and gives a speech, kind of, where he just says, like, I'm here, let's go open a can.
How in God's name are they only down whatever it is? 30
Yeah,
points.
it's only
Because they grew as a
27
team
nothing?
and they're better now.
They're no good. They literally can't do anything on offense.
There was one scene, not now, but earlier, where Coach Fonz is saying to the team, he can't do this alone, guys. We got to help him out. And then the team takes the field and he holds Bobby back and goes, you have to do this on your own.
Yeah.
There is no one on this team that can help you.
You have to do this by yourself.
I do like that we get Farmer Fran and another mumbo, Cajun Southern drawl mumbo.
He is saying stuff.
Yeah.
You can kind of make stuff out every once in a while.
Early in the movie, I was like, I can understand Cajun now.
Oh my god.
So that everybody's real happy to see him, and they run out into the field. The crowd gets super pumped up, starts chanting Waterboy. Mama sees that. Everybody loves her son. Foosball is not the devil. Foosball is for Bobby. She then starts making coffee for the cheerleaders who have been just drinking the entire movie in the background.
Love that. There's no explanation. They're just drunk and smoking, and they're having a drinking contest, playing quarters at one point against the mascot.
Yep.
So they start making a comeback. Bobby's out there just killing dudes. So like a real tough coach, Coach Reed says, just take knees. Our offense is done.
Smart.
Let's
Yeah.
see their offense
Brilliant.
do anything.
Brilliant move.
It is.
So Coach Klein doesn't know what to do, and so Bobby says,
Tries to run away.
"Yeah, no, Coach, you can do it too. You just gotta visualize." So Coach Fines comes back over looks across at the other coach and imagines him as a giant baby.
Mm-hmm.
And
Starts.
now he can coach. He can draw up plays. So in this, he immediately draws up a never before seen play, which is a double reverse. Never before seen double reverse.
Never before seen.
98, maybe.
But they start to catch up now.
That there had to have been.
The other coach sends out the big guy, who of course is just named Meanie,
Of course.
to go take him out. And this is where Bobby's ready for it. He's like, "We'll see." And he comes at him, and he straight up power bombs this gigantic dude.
This is a pound.
Power
Power
bomb, courtesy of Captain Insano.
Love that.
So now they're really on the comeback trail now. Bobby's out being a lead blocker on a special teams play, I think it was. Score another touchdown, but he gets cheap shotted and knocked out cold. So now what do? I think Bobby's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky Valancourt takes out her gift of always cold water from a glacier in a bottle that Bobby has given her.
That was blessed by a Alaskan Eskimo medicine man.
Yeah. This revives him right away. What good water. He loves it. He's up. And now it's time.
Now that's some high quality H2O.
Mm-hmm. So we are ready. He's up. Everybody's cheering. That's going to lead us to an eBay war.
He kips up too, which is fantastic.
It's not Adam Sandler when he does that.
Network
Give no
rundown.
credit.
eBay war?
You don't think Adam Sandler could kip up?
No.
Here's your picture of what we're going to do. Okay. I wanted to do I figured, even though my goal was to get Ryan to buy something, I didn't think a Bobby Boucher jersey would make it into your closet.
No.
So instead, I'm going to do some
This
autographing.
is a weird autograph because it's nobody. It's not Adam Sandler. It's Kathy Bates and
Henry Winkler.
Henry
Yeah.
Winkler.
That's some
So-
that's some star power right
It's
there.
star power, and also I am terrible at autographs. Let's see how you guys do. Would you like a description here?
Yes, please.
Henry Winkler and Kathy Bates, dual signed, 11x14, Waterboy, JSA, authenticated. Item specifics. Item description from the seller. Question mark. This item was personally obtained directly from the celebrity in private signing? Question mark. Question mark, question mark.
Wow.
Authentic celebrity autograph? Question mark. Authenticated by JSA, Beckett, or PSA? Question mark. We usually have multiples of this item. The photo shown may or may not be the exact one you receive. Question mark. All items are meant? Question mark. 100% satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Question mark?
Trusted eBay seller since 1997? Question mark.
What?
What?
Question mark. Over 2 decades of experience in top-rated service? Question mark. Super fast shipping? Question mark. Get your items quickly.
What the hell?
Question mark. Carefully packaged to ensure safe delivery?
Now, are all these question marks before or after the things you're saying?
Yes.
Both.
Yes, both.
And also,
Both.
there's a space and then it's after, so it's not even like it's the end of the sentence. It's a separate thing.
I don't know.
It's
What-
like they're
what
trying to
line?
use a star instead, but
Question mark. Buy with confidence?
There's
Question mark. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. Also, the item specific movie this is linked to is Misery.
My God. Well, the guy has no details. It's all just question marks.
Yeah. I like the way it looks. It says, carefully packaged to ensure safe delivery. Buy with confidence.
Or how did you see this description of like, I have to do this now?
I was already like, this would be an interesting one because it's two like actually well-known actors. But then I read the description and said, yeah, this is the one. This is it.
I also like that he said the item pictured might not be what you get.
So weird.
Question mark. We usually have multiples of this item. The photo shown may or may not be the exact one you receive.
Like, I'm paying for this.
Yeah.
How much are you paying for this? Is the question.
Who has to go first?
I do. It's currently tied, but I had the lead last.
Oh, shit.
It's a big one.
I will say
Ryan, you like autographs.
Sure.
I will say
I mean, you're good at them generally, at least against me.
$150.
$150 says Wally Foley.
I think it's more because I don't think how much stuff is Kathy Bates signing? I'm gonna go 198.
It's interesting you said that only because there was one photo of just Kathy Bates that you could buy that was like there was a poster and you could buy for like $20. But
Okay.
also it was damaged and stuff. So you said 198
8.
and you said 160 150?
150.
Ryan, you win.
Damn it.
US $265.
Wow, that is a lot for a signed picture. But you're getting the fucking Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
You're getting the Fonz.
You're getting the funds, and this is from the movie Misery as per the item specifics.
Question mark.
It also says authentic celebrity autograph authenticated by JSA, Beckett, or PSA.
Question mark.
We don't know which one, but
One of those.
one of them did it. Maybe.
All right, so
One of those
Ryan, I
guys.
think you just took the lead.
Yeah, he did. 14-13.
This is the first time I've been in the lead in the eBay Wars, I think, since this show began.
Been a while.
Been a while.
Scratch that.
It's not stained.
No,
Yeah, Scott
Stapp is
Stapp.
not Stain. Scott Stapp is from Creed, Ryan. Get it straight.
Technically, you had an asterisk 1-0 lead against me.
Oh, an asterisk.
Asterisk, what the hell?
Yeah.
That might have been one of the ones you straight up looked at it and gave an exact price on.
Oh, I hit it exactly. That's what the asterisk means, yes.
So during the final play now we move
Oh,
to.
you also had a 2-1 lead on Bill at one point.
Now I'm down by like 9.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's bad.
I got serious after that.
All right. Things are looking up.
We're in the final play, and so we drop another, no one's ever seen this before, a reverse toss pass option.
Never seen before.
And this linebacker who's never played football throws a 60-yard frozen rope NFL pass.
A Joe Montana pass. if you will.
Indeed. To the quarterback, who also is not very good at quarterback, but he can catch 60-yard darts. And the Mud Dogs win the Bourbon Bowl. Bobby is immediately, before the game's even over, named MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be.
And he and the coach are both up on some shoulders. And then we very quickly roll through a couple of scenes here to just
Yes.
wrap it up. Bobby and Vicky get married. Kathy Bates doesn't love it, but she's okay with it. They leave town on the riding mower. as you
Before
do.
they leave town.
But then, yes, a car pulls up, and it's Bobby's father, Roberto,
Roberto.
who says, I heard that you're going to the NFL. Bobby says, actually, I'm going to stay in college because I like school and I want to graduate. Roberto tries to convince him it's time to go to the NFL instead so that he can profit, of course.
I'll be your manager.
But
Be
before
like
Bobby
Tiger
can-
Woods and his daddy.
Yeah. Before he can talk him down, Kathy Bates throws on a Bobby Boucher tackle.
She gets mad.
and
tackles.
absolutely lays Roberto out in the road. Everybody in the crowd loves this. And then Bobby and Vicky leave to consummate the marriage to once again Ralph Schneider. You can do it all night long.
Did you see Roberto's belly when he was laying on the ground, though?
No.
It looked like it was stuffed with 3 pillows.
Oh.
It was huge.
It probably was.
Yeah.
And roll credits. No extra scene or nothing.
Roll credits.
Fade to black. I mean white.
Wow, that is a
You like that?
incredibly deep cut. That only maybe 4 people on the planet would ever get.
Yeah.
I don't think I even know.
You don't even know that.
I don't
yeah.
even know that one.
It was anytime. It's dumb, but anytime we had, what was the name of those things? We had a video camera in college, but we had those little tapes. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those tiny little. So we never did anything. Thank God, probably.
Yeah.
Never did anything with it, but we would film everything,
For a couple
every
months.
party for like maybe a year, maybe less. A lot of parties.
Okay.
And after we would turn it off, we would say fade to black. I mean white, because it would fade to white
Yeah, it wouldn't actually.
Oh, instead of
be-
black.
So we would say it. Make sure we set it as our sign off every single time we turn it off.
Okay.
Not that funny unless you were there for that deep cut.
Yeah.
But as I've said many times, this podcast, my contribution is for you guys. It's not for the audience, which is me. It's for you guys.
The audience, which is me. Okay. Now it's time to do other things.
Yeah.
It is.
Come up with the quote mountain, which this movie has a lot.
There's so many. The Waterboy just needed some water. Wow, Dan, did you come up with that all by
Oh,
yourself?
Dan Fouts.
Shut up, Brent.
Brent Musburger, yeah.
It's just crowbarred in there. I think water sucks. Gatorade is better.
That's
a great one.
It's
quoted a
definitely
lot.
up there.
And I like Vicky, and she liked me back. And she showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
That's pretty good.
This is not it, but I did enjoy. Gentlemen, which brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
Yeah.
Very good.
The one for me, this watch was. Yee!
Yeah, right. Should we put a grunt in there as our?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Water sucks, maybe?
I like water sucks a lot.
Because that's also one that we've quoted many a time.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Like that.
Powerbomb.
Foosball, just foosball. No son of mine
Foosball
is
is the
gonna.
devil.
No son of mine is gonna play foosball.
Another Dan Fouts, Brent Musburger one was Bobby Boucher sure knocked the poop out of him. Poop? He called the shit poop.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Excuse me, ladies. Well, I'll just go hang myself.
Mama Boucher says, you don't have what they call the social skills. Yeah, water sucks is probably the whole thing.
It really,
That
really
whole
sucks.
bit, yeah, the water, Gatorade. Most valuable player?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Henry Winkler.
I was going to say Henry Winkler, so I
I
agree.
think it's him or Mama. So, yeah, I think Henry Winkler will do.
He was fantastic.
Coach Fonz.
Fantastic.
Coach Fonz gets it.
Love that.
Plus got that tattoo.
Final verdict?
It's fine.
I'm going to give it, I think it deserves to be kind of high up.
I don't know if that's true.
I'm going to give it, I'll give it a 7.8.
That's way too high.
6.6.
Oh boy, you guys have talked me up because I feel like I'm too low. To a 5.6.
What? That is way too low.
You really don't like this.
I don't dislike it, but it's not a.
It's a middle.
It's a middle movie.
It's in the middle.
I was gonna go with like a 5.1.
I liked it more than I thought I would.
So what's
Six-
our end up?
It's going to end up with 6.6
Good, at least I
repeating,
got
but
Wally down.
6.7.
Okay.
So technically, if it's 6.6, that means I'm right, because that's what I said.
So where does that put us?
That puts it right on par with Iron Claw.
That's not right.
That's not right. Re-rank.
Let me look
Mark
at-
this for the re-rank.
Yeah.
And right on par with Dodgeball. No, I think Iron Claw is going to go up in the re-rank.
Probably.
Yeah.
The thing about that movie, though, is the way that they change shit and like gloss over stuff that just bugs the crap out of
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, if you know the actual history. But
Yeah, knowing
as
the
someone
actual
who,
history bugs the crap out of me.
As someone who knew a little bit of the history and was
You're
trying to
good.
remember which one survived,
Right.
Yeah.
found it very fun.
Fun.
It was not.
Well, not fun, but very good.
Also, I don't think it was as funny as. What did you say it was equal to?
Waterboy?
Dodgeball.
Yeah, I thought Dodgeball was funnier than this.
Dodgeball's better than this.
So it's too high.
It's too high, you're right.
I did enjoy
There's
it more than I
so
thought
many
I would,
quotable moments, though.
quotable,
You
but-
you just said there's so many quotable things. Whatever.
but You had it as a 7.4. What's a 7.4? What did you equal this with?
No, I said 7.8, which would have been
Jesus.
well because I knew you guys were going to bring it down, so I was like, I got to keep it a little bit high.
You done fucked up.
Yeah.
You,
So what's the
if you
7.8?
okay, you were gonna give it less
Like
than
a
a 5.6.
Yeah.
You were gonna give it a 5.2.
Yeah, which is
So on par with Mr. Baseball, lower than Brian's song, lower than Glory Road, lower than Invincible, lower than Draft Day, Uncut Gems.
And what did you have it with?
I had it up there with Rocky 3 and Happy
Oh
Gilmore.
my God.
We got to
Above
table this.
42.
There's a whole
above the
re-rank
Mighty
episode
Ducks.
coming soon.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So mine was a bit high, but I felt like it deserved,
A bit
higher.
high,
Well,
7.8.
Because you guys always bring stuff down.
You're the one who used to yell at us for ranking everything too high.
You ruined several of my scores on my great movies.
Like Mr. Baseball?
Yeah.
Mr. Baseball is awful.
See?
Is a
Ruined it.
terrible,
See,
terrible
you
movie.
ruined it. Here's we didn't do the trivia facts.
Oh, yes.
Interesting things. Only found one that I really, really like, which is Henry Winkler's referenced in Adam Sandler's song, the Hanukkah song.
Oh, yes.
He was thrilled by the reference and contacted Sandler to say that he loved it. Sandler decided to ask him if he would read the script for the coach and said he wanted to take part. So this is all from the Hanukkah song.
Mm-hmm.
And Arthur Fonzarelli.
He also claims that this song helped revitalize his career. So
It probably did, because he showed he had some chops. There's no Waterboy 2 coming, from what I can tell. Looks like they've been talking about it since 2020, 2022, but I don't see a Waterboy 2 in the future.
I think if Happy Gilmore 2 goes as big as everybody seems to think it's gonna, all of these are gonna get looked at again. Big Grandpa instead of Big Granddaddy, something like that.
Instead of Big Daddy.
And that one kid will come back, or the twins or whatever will come play an adult.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. They were played by the twins. The Sprouts twins?
I have no idea. They're probably weird looking adults, right?
Yeah, they can't be good.
Yep.
All right, next up is me.
Yep.
I got a movie.
Say as a weird
Oh.
looking adult myself.
I got a movie. You
Oh,
made
yeah?
fun of my big head earlier quite a bit.
Hey,
I heard
that
about
went
that.
over
Big.
That was
huge.
a
Best
huge.
joke I've told in a long time. Based
You're
on
like
reaction.
Eddie Murphy's Raw up there.
Yeah.
Your dad's got a big head. Kill. All right, my movie. I'm sad the ghost isn't here because remember his
Oh,
weird
boy.
game, movie connection.
Yeah.
Oh, where
6
he would
degrees of Kevin Bacon game where he would.
he would use TV shows
He's
instead
in a
of.
TV show.
I can connect any two actors. to
Give me
each
any
other
two actors.
via movies. Okay, go. All right. Well, he's in this show.
This
He's-
TV show.
This TV show that doesn't count. He's not. That's not a movie, Mike. It's good enough.
Oh man, he was so bad at that. So bad at that.
You get all worked up and then not be able to do it. Yeah, I can do it. I can't do it.
Oh boy,
I saw him in person this weekend.
Kevin Bacon. You saw the ghost in person.
the
we're
ghost
doing a
in person?
Kevin Bacon movie.
Doing a Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon movie.
The
one where he's invisible.
that's
Hollow Man.
Hollow Man.
oh.
Footloose. Are we doing
I
Footloose?
I thought he was gonna say
in this-
Ghost. I'm
Dancing
like, that's
can
Patrick
be a
Swayze.
sport, I guess, but I don't think in this.
It's a
case.
basketball movie.
Is it
Oh,
a basketball movie?
I don't
It's
know.
probably not an actual fucking basketball
It's a
movie.
basketball movie.
You're such a liar.
Oh,
No, it is. There's a game and everything.
It's gonna be fucking
The
Footloose.
characters play a game.
Armageddon. Are we watching Armageddon?
No, it's Kevin Bacon. Is he even in Armageddon?
I don't know.
It's a game. It's a sports movie where they have to go stop a meteorite. No, it's a basketball movie
Mm-hmm.
with Kevin Bacon
Yeah.
from 1994. He's a basketball coach who travels to recruit a new star for his team. It's The Air Up There.
I looked at it when I was on a
The
list I
Air
saw.
Up There, which is available on YouTube.
He goes to Africa, right?
He goes to Africa to recruit a.
I don't know. He said this like I was going to hate this. I actually
very
am
tall
okay
guy.
with this one.
You're okay with this?
We'll see, because I was on a list I saw. I didn't add it to my list, but okay.
The Air Up There, and
Oh, I remember this the VHS, the front of it,
yeah, of course,
the picture of this. Yeah.
I haven't seen it ever. I don't think.
I don't
I've
know
never
if I have
seen
or
it.
not. Honestly, I can't remember, because I do remember it being a movie, but
There's lots of people in the movie that I have no idea who they are. They're probably
I think I have seen this. This does look familiar.
there is a basketball game to end the movie. I did fast forward
No.
to see.
I will say this like it's got to be a basketball movie. So this is an actual basketball.
I'm worried
movie.
that his
even if
name
they
is
only
Jim-
played one game.
There
Jimmy
is a
Dolan
game at
is
the
his
end.
name.
Who?
Jimmy Dolan.
Oh yeah.
He plays a James Dolan.
James Dolan. Nick's owner, who's definitely not going to fuck it up for you. Why?
Let's not talk about him.
All right. That means we're done. Because that's the next movie. They're up there. And
What can we watch it on?
it's on YouTube for free.
Oh boy, that's
Always a bad sign.
It's not one of those ripped ones, though. It's YouTube free movies.
Okay, that's
So
a little better.
It's actually a clear picture and all that. So it's not actually.
Doesn't have great ratings.
I can't.
Oh, next week is Memorial Day, right?
So probably won't do it next week. Probably 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Good, because it'll probably take me a while to write notes on this thing with all those crazy names. All right. We're done. We're out of here. Peace out.
Fade to white.
I mean black.
I mean,
You did it backwards. Ding, ding.